Hey my people, this is Major TV. Let's talk. I went through this video last night when I was tired of doing other things. But I was out here in Lafayette. At least I'm still out here. And I wanted to give my final take on what happened yesterday. How the event was in Lafayette, Louisiana. NFAC formation personally was powerful. The organizing of it, Grandmaster J speaking before during their formation, and the structure and how they march to Lafayette downtown, I believe square. It was powerful. I'm gradually dropping footage as I go along, but I am having problems with dropping some footage, and right now I'm just putting stuff together and dropping because it was crazy out there. There were a couple of crazy incidents where there was some protesting. The mayor wasn't there, so some young black people was going off about this black preacher speaking in behalf of the mayor. They really like pissed with the mayor not really doing his part in Trafer's debt in reference to like firing the officers or what have you, or charging them particularly. I don't know if the officer's been fired or what have you, but I know that they really upset that the officer have been charged. And it was just some crazy things going on, you know what I'm saying? I can't recollect a whole lot because I was asking people, what was this going on? Somebody got hurt initially before they started walking. I asked a couple times, they was trying to say somebody had got into the police. You had people on top of the buildings. You had drones out there. It was crazy. And in fact, it was so organized, they watched the building top. It was stopped after a block or two, walking all get on one knee. They actually had like signals they was giving about how they would turn the corner and spread, and how they would get on their knee. And in the formation, it was in, you know. And Grandmaster J really, really like took charge. I can really say being out there, and this is the first time I've ever been to NFAC event of formation. Let me say to y'all right now, it was very, very powerful. It was so powerful that you can feel them. You can feel NFAC and what they meant to the black people. There was so many black people saying black power, I love you, thank you. It was crazy. And the funny part, you had some Donald Trump supporters out there with flags, their guns also. And the Grandmaster J spoke to them and turned them out. And now they was hearing what had. It was saying he respect them come out there as opposed to a lot of these white people that be talking all that noise and smack on social media but don't want to come out here like they say. He called out Clay Higgins, Congressman Higgins, for talking about he would kill him if he come to Lafayette. He made some. I mean, he talked about the agent rumors and what have you. But I can really say personally, I really felt Grandmaster J, and I really felt what he was trying to do. And like he was out here to show his people that you can establish a black militia and be armed legally under the Second Amendment of the Constitution. He was out there explaining to people how much he loved black people, how much we need to come together and stop all of Violence going on in our community, not just with the police, but how we killing each other. You know, and all the criticism about this brother, everybody that had something to say about him, I'm not trying to hear that. I seen with my own eyes. Dude is very, very, very sincere. Because I don't care what nobody says. When you run all them guns, and then you everywhere you know this predominant white, Lafayette is over 64% white. And you can feel the climate. You can feel the racial climate and the disparity with white and black. That dude risking his life. And as I already said, if he get killed, you're going to a martyr among a lot of black people in this current day and era, because what he's doing is special. We wasn't around for the Black Panthers. We wasn't around for Deacon of Defense in Monroe, Louisiana. We wasn't around for stuff like that. We were around for NFAC. And what they're doing and what they're trying to do, I see what they're doing. I see what dude is saying. I had to go myself to find out, and I think you should go to Formation and find out what's going on. Because it was very, very inspiring. You can see from people shouting, screaming about Black Power, how much they loved them, you know. They needed them and so forth. So he went so far as emphasizing how important that Lafayette created NFAC charter. And the whole pastor / reverend / former Marine, an older black man, called out Lafayette residents about starting the NFAC chapter. Because Grandmaster J made it known that he brought his guys out here, right? Some of his guys. He said, but Lafayette need their own chapter. Well, when he come out, he had to bring as many people. Because they were deep. They were easily, I kid you not, several hundred. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about a couple hundred or 300. I'm talking about above that. And their line was very, very long. It was very organized. And you know what really tripped me out? I seen the old person with the first aid kit, all black. You can see the first aid stuff in the pack and whatnot. These people are serious. They are serious. And for all the critics, called them out, black and white. So, I'm happy, man. I'm proud. I'm glad I came. Me and my team really enjoyed it. We talked about it. And we see what direction that NFAC is going, man. And they really are about black people. I'm not supporting nobody that's black that's just talking. I'm just being real with you. That's not showing their people what they should do. Listen what I'm saying. I'm not supporting nobody that's talking, but people that's showing. What I mean showing, I'm talking about really showing through action what we need to do. And it's just sad, you know, that we're in a climate whereas the ego played a big part of why we are the way we are in our community. A lot of us don't know how to follow, and a lot of us are horrible leaders. Because why? You can't tell them anything. You can't show them nothing. And they're not open to dealing with other black people just because of ego. And some of them say some of the most disrespectful and insulting things and want somebody to deal with that. Want somebody to understand. When you should shut your mouth, pay attention, and what have you. A good leader is a good follower. There are so many white people are totally against NFAC, totally against black people improving. If you say anything about Donald Trump, you say anything about black people struggling with what they're going through with all the systemic racism, they got something to say. And what I say to them is, I ain't even say that because you're not about to cuss them out. But, hey man, we got to have more racial pride. We have to love blacks. And what I witnessed from Grandmaster Jay is that dude really love black people. Because I don't care what nobody says. Dude risking his life, And he let it be known it's a peaceful protest, just letting people know that you can bear arms. You have a black militia, that you can really speak to power, as well as physically, because he was talking about physical stuff, loud and clear. Not watching and filming, but putting hands, killing or hurting somebody, hurting a black person. That's how dude was talking among white folks and police. He wasn't talking that job. He was really talking about, if you see somebody messing over a black person, beating them, what have you, police and all, you should react to not televised, not just filming. Dude was talking big boy talk. Like I said, I'm gonna share the footage I have some problem with some of my footage uploading and what have you, but there's a lot of stuff out there, and I recommend y'all look at other videos that he was posting in lives from yesterday. Cause I wasn't able to do my live, unfortunately, but I ran across some technical difficulties, but I won't even lie to you, it was powerful. Some things I'm not even talking about because I'm a little hazy this morning. I'm about to get ready to get up and leave, but I wasn't able to do my take on NFAC and Lafayette doing their formation downtown. But it was deep, y'all. It was very, very deep. It was very emotional. At times you had shouts, boos for certain people that spoke. I was talking about this particular pastor that spoke on behalf of the man that they didn't like and care for because of how he handled Trayford death and investigation with the officers. There were some whites, I believe, had come out there, and I believe they said something and whatnot. I don't know, because I was trying to hear and see what's going on, try to film as much as I can film. And y'all, I'm just gonna say this here for the last time. In fact, leader Grandmaster J, this guy is serious. He talked about again how they shut down social media accounts, Instagram Live, whatnot, do the event, and it ain't bothered me because this dude inside this constitutional right. But I already know how that be. I'm very afraid of black people like it. There's people like us that get out here and continue to spread the word, because there's a lot of people in the black community that are sleeping, are dead to what's going on around them. And for me, the reason why I started this channel, the reason why I started speaking out, because for a long time, I was sleeping. For a long time, I was socially numb to things. And I know a lot of people around me also were. And as much as I knew about what was going on, and me just wanting to know more about self and doing for self and loving self, I realized a lot of us need that. And for me, I know I need it, and I feel like it's there when you're able to talk about a problem that affects you and everyone else. Because in psychology, they tell you if you don't deal with the person or confront the person who hurt you, or you don't talk to a professional about what you're going through, how you're feeling, you tend to take it out on yourself, your family, and friends. So for me, this therapy as well, of just letting out some of my innermost feelings about what's going on in the black community and how we are the underdog all the time. Even we winning, we still an underdog. And I don't care what these white folks try to say and they pick about, oh, look at your background, your video. Oh, you not being oppressed and blah. Y'all don't even know what oppression is. And even if y'all knew what oppression was, y'all don't even care. You got some of the nicest things in the world. You can have money. But when that line is drawn, you know you can't cross that line. You cross that line as a consequence. Tell me what you think that is. You have black celebrities. You have black people that's in way better position than a lot of us. They even know Hollywood keeps them in check. The music industry keeps them in check. Come on now. I can go on and on and on. It is a struggle being black. Don't let no title, no money, no neighborhood, no car, or anything define you. Because when you look at what's really going on, black people are being killed. Black people are being manipulated and believing one thing when it's another. Black people are actually being targeted and shut out. This is not no game, y'all. Just ain't the police violence. It's these rural areas where they have big old warehouses and big old industrial plants where the blacks are being hired, but they being treated subpar to engineer jobs and what have you. They're going to most of the whites. I just talked to somebody in the plant while I was in the plant and asked them how it is in such time. Oh man, you know, they try to hide it, but in this big old plant we had, the whites, all the nice paying jobs, all the upper echelon jobs like engineering, blah, 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 they give it to the whites. Stuff is done in subliminal way. And that's just not in rural areas, suburban and urban. So this is serious, y'all. And the reason why I'm taking the conversation to that, because we constantly talk about police violence. There's all kind of stuff going on. Just like they're justifying why they're killing us, they're justifying why they're not hiring us in certain positions. Though we didn't challenge them in court, Coca-Cola, IBM, etc., for black executives to be hired in high positions. They still with the nonsense. So the fight still goes on. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience for me. I can talk on and on about all the beauty of it. I can see that this having a toll on Graham as a G. I can see it. Period. You know what I'm saying? But I see also the fighting dude. And dude is really inspiring. When he was talking and putting out people, when he said why he was doing what he was doing, when he was talking about Trayford and wife so inspired, because see the hope, he put out a little girl, so then he pointed at me directly. I'm looking there at him like, that brother right there, that brother over there. I see the hope it gives them. And when he pointed at me, it touched my heart because it did give me hope. I wasn't even thinking about going to Lafayette when I first started this channel. Because you can see I don't have that many subscribers. I haven't been doing this long. But as soon as I seen that they was going to Lafayette, and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, I said, I'm going. Booked my plane tickets, my flight, hotel, and got to rent a car. And I was out here. I'm still out here right now. I'm about to leave out right now, head to New Orleans, but y'all, it was just a beautiful thing. The whole experience. And it's something I never experienced. It's something I never experienced, and I really consider in my heart, in my lifetime of living, there's not too many times I've been very proud of being black, other than my personal achievements and other people I've seen having glaring and special moments in life, you know, and even people that passed that meant something to our community. And I know there's a lot to be proud for because we come a mile long way. But there's a lot that you really have to take two steps back and be like, damn, you know, when it's gonna really change. So I just want to tell y'all, keep your head up, stay focused, learn more about yourself, look in our communities, try to find answers, and also share information and knowledge. Not just this YouTube video or YouTube videos, but talk about the books they can read. Talk about the activity they can get into that's positive. Talk about NFAC and what Grandmaster Jay and their organization is all about. Because this fight can only be won if we come together and realize that the ultimate goal for black people should be true freedom, justice, and equality. And I'm not just saying it just to be saying it. This is real. We as a people shouldn't be treated as second-class citizens or dismissed or blatantly killed and televised around the world and nothing be done. But I give them some sue money and they should shut up and let it go. No, we deserve better than that. So thank you for listening. Share, like, subscribe, hit the little notification button for latest content. Tune in.